What's up, YouTube? I am Big Zach. Uh, Welcome back to the channel. The growth and the messages pretty much overnight, thanks to some awesome people in the YouTube pipe community, has been unreal, man. I really appreciate it. Appreciate it, all the new people, which is all of you, for subscribing and seeing what this channel is all about. Figured I'd start with a ghost story today, and that ghost story is me. I am the ghost. Just made one video and disappeared. Of course, we all know how life is. Anytime you start to do something and you think you've got a hold of it, it likes to go and buck you in the other direction. Had a lot of stuff going on with work, and my AC went out, of course, at the hottest part of the month. That's always fun. So I couldn't record because there were 800 fans going in my house. And, sweaty Big Zach is not really what people come here to see. I'm just hoping right now that I'm sitting on the couch in the corner with some of my monster stuff here. Little Leatherface action there. You can't really see it because of the glare. Just trying to see where in the house is a good spot to do some of these recordings at. But hey man, anyway, I'm back. Hopefully going to be making some more consistent videos. I'm almost to summer break. I educate the Utes for a living, and we're almost done with school. I don't want to say thankfully, but I also want to sleep in, so thankfully. Figured I'd go ahead and do a unboxing because I've gotten some cool stuff since the last time you guys saw me. Made an order to the Catholic Pipe Company. Definitely one of the coolest boxes that I've ever seen. Smoking the pipe on there. I don't want to give too much of it away because my address is on the bottom. And I know I'm pretty, but I don't want you showing up at my house. I did kind of already open this up just because, man, I got, a new company. You always want to support a new company, but sometimes you're scared to buy from a new company. At least for me, I'm always worried about what I'm putting my money into. And I opened it up just to check and see if I wanted to do a video on it. And man, this stuff's pretty cool. Okay. At least I think so. Let's see what you think. First thing, I got a little tray for my tobacco, and you can't see there. You can kind of see it there if I do it that way, but of course you can't read it. It says the Catholic Pipe Company on the inside. Nice little gray 6-point little tobacco tray, man. I don't have one, and I'm always spilling my stuff everywhere. So I thought, man, why not just load it in there, put my pipe in there. It's good sized. I got probably large hands, wear a large glove, and thing's pretty good sized. I'm not stovepipe Donnie. I'm not a giant, but I mean, it's pretty good for me, I also got 2 pipes from them. And they came bubble wrapped, rubber banded. Oh man, there's stuff on the inside of the box. Got the St. Benedict medal, and then even a thank you, which you're not going to be able to see because it's in black and red. But man, that's some cool packaging. All right, first thing I got here, a little nose warmer with kind of like a mocha swirl stem to it. A nice little pipe. Got the branding on the side, which you won't be able to see because my lighting's so good. I probably should have turned my living room light on or opened up another window before I started recording this. But hey, here we are. This is the life we live. Cool little rustic finish on there. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll be posting some stuff on there with a little better detail so you can actually see it. If you haven't seen it, the Catholic Pipe Company, Caleb down there is real big on engraving his pipes, and he's got his kids into it too, man. It's pretty awesome to see 2 young kids learning about making pipes and working on some pipes. Okay, this is from a brewing company, and I cannot remember what the name of the brewing company is. You're not going to be able to see the engraving again. Actually, let me pause here. All right, I'm back. Let's see if that works. And judging by my test, it basically did nothing. But you can see it maybe slightly better. There is indeed a dude on there with his rifle. It's the Tridentine Brewing Company. Logos on either side. Man, pretty cool little pipe though. It's cool to see. Cool to see small pipe companies really starting to take off. I've been following him for a while because he does some Lord of the Rings stuff that I haven't bought, and I wish that I would have. It also has a little filter adapter there, and looks like it takes a 9mm filter. So if you're part of the filter gang, like Bill is, or I certainly am, I typically use a balsa filter, but like a good filter, man, good size bowl in there. Can actually put my thumb in it. Anyway, if you're into filters, hey man, that's the way to go. Always cool to check out a new company. I can't remember if I said this earlier or not, but if you follow him on Instagram, you can watch where his kids will help him out. He also has a mini podcast. See here, nose warmer have a filter? No, good Lord, it certainly takes one. That's a good sized hole there. May switch that adapter to this little nose warmer. Good looking, good feeling little pipe. Nice stuff. All right, let's smoke it. I guess the other cool thing here, man, I don't even know if I finished my sentence. You can see his kids helping him make pipes. Man, the ADD is killing me today. I told you guys in my last video I had a trip down to North Carolina for work. I had to go pick up some instruments, and I went to Pipes by George. On my way back, I passed this like cigar warehouse on the way down, and was like, man, I might check that place. Totally forgot about it because I was more focused on food, which I ended up getting so excited after I left this tobacco warehouse that I forgot to eat. Which, as a big guy, that's kind of a big deal. But anyway, I stopped in there and thinking, man, they may or may not have pipe stuff in there, but they should. And my goodness, they did. I went in and they had 2 tobaccos left. Okay, they had, what was it? CAO vanilla, I think is what it was. And then they had a couple tins of this Eric Stuckey 4th Generation 1982. And they had 9 tins of this. Okay. Now, normally I wouldn't think anything like, I was like, dude, I have so much tobacco. I do not need tobacco. But the amount of dust on it had me curious. And then the price had me curious because in today's market, now a can of Stokeby is, gosh, it's over $20 for sure. And this was under 9. And I was like, well, I mean, $10 a 10. I've never had it. Looked at the back. It talks about vanilla and blackberry. I was intrigued. And then I just happened to look up at the top of the tin where the date is. This is the newest can they had, February 2015. I think maybe I have another February 2015 can or January 2015, and then the others are from 2014. And I was like, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And I bought 4 tins, left 5 because I thought, man, I don't need 9 tins sitting around. Like I've got what, gosh, almost 30 jars of tobacco, and then I've got some stuff in the cellar just that I know that I won't get, like some Sutliff stuff. Maple Shadows is like one of my daily smokes, so it's in there. Um, and I just recently picked up some 2024 St. Patrick's Day Sutliff. I think that's in my little tobacco cabinet over here. Most of my pipe stuff, you can actually probably see my little converted desk that now holds pipes. Um, but most of my tobacco is sitting right here next to it. But anyway, I thought, man, I don't need all those extra tins just sitting around. So I got one and pulled up on tobacco reviews to see what people said, and of course, most of the stuff is fresh, like they're reviewing it fresh. And I found one guy. I tilt this down a little bit. Found one guy who was, I guess, in the same boat. I don't know if he got his stuff at the same store or if he just cellared his. Um, but he just talked about how great it was and how good it smelled. And man, FOMO got me. And I went back in and bought the other tins and kind of like made a joke with the dude of, hey man, I'm back. You can't really beat this price. And the guy was like, yeah, I don't know why nobody bought that. And he said, our pipe tobacco is usually the best price stuff here, which is crazy because they had a lot of good price stuff. But the guy selling cigars was pretty rude to the people next to me. So I just grabbed my stuff and left. Had planned on buying some cigars for um, myself. I don't smoke cigars that often. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, if I can get it in the frame here, stuck with the logo. I don't smoke cigars that often, um, but when I do, I don't want to buy them full price. Yeah. So good looking tobacco. You can't really see. So yeah. Oh man, it smells like a fresh picked blackberry. Let's load. I'm gonna load up this little nose warmer here. See how it does. Now I have smoked this tobacco a couple times. Um, Whenever I got it, I had to drop my dogs off at my parents because I was gone for so long. Didn't want them to be locked up all day. But I got back and I've gotten my dad into smoking a pipe, and was like, dude, let's crack this tin open and see how it smells. And we cracked it open, and I mean, it's unreal. If there's a pipe show or something or a meetup that's close, I'll bring some. We could try it. You know, if somebody's got the right kind of stuff, maybe we can trade. I don't know, man. I'm not about hoarding stuff that's good. I don't want to trade all of it, obviously, but I help somebody out with a 10. Also, wouldn't be a horror show. Got a little. Picked this up in New Orleans one year. I took a band down there, a marching band down there. We played at the. This is Baron Samedi, but we played at the Jazz Museum, and my buddy who was another director was like, I know you want to go to the horror shops, man. Said, why don't you just meet us back here? And I said, oh, okay, cool, man. I also got my Larry Blackett. I can't remember. This is Ghost of Egypt. It's got the little Egyptian pillar on it. But ran down and got this. It's a good smoking lighter. I will definitely. I said it's a good smoking lighter. I'm not smoking my lighter. Smoking the pipe. Good smoking pipe. He does do some pretty awesome custom stuff. I can say he does the Lord of the Rings stuff. He had a Smaug pipe. Um, so it was just a big dragon's head. You put your thumb on the top here and blow out, and smoke would come out of the nose. It might be still for sale on his site unless I make a rash decision and buy it as an end of the year gift. Not that I need it, but I want it. There we go. It's like my only Zippo that I don't have a pipe insert in. I need to change that. So yeah, hopefully I'll be on here a lot more often. Not big long breaks in between, unless something just crazy happens. In the meantime, thank you for watching. I enjoy reading all the comments and just seeing other people's channels. I was big into um, the YTPC for several years whenever I first started smoking, and then just kind of fell out of it, mostly because it was just harder and harder to find people. YouTube likes to hide the things that it doesn't want, and that seemed to be the case with a lot of the YouTube people. So um, it's cool to be part of it, man, and I appreciate all the support, and uh, happy to meet some cool folks. In the meantime, let me know some stuff, monster, ghost, whatever related, that you guys want to hear about. I am going to start reading some ghost stories, but I have to find the book that's buried in my bookshelf with all of the East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia ghost stories in it. Once I find that, we'll be on a roll. Then you just have to suffer through me trying to read, which is great. But hey, yeah, you signed up for it. This tobacco isn't this hard to light. I just keep talking, and then only halfway light my pipe. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. That's good tobacco. I am the ghost of the week, Big Zach. Hopefully, will not be a ghost anymore. Maybe I'll just be like a zombie because I'm back now. Vampire. A bridge troll. Who knows? Peace.